Hey Taurus, welcome to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is going to be for the full moon on October 31st and taking us through the next new moon on November 14th. So look for these energies to play out for approximately the next 2 weeks. Please remember these are general readings, so they may not resonate for everyone. If they do, I thank you in advance for all your support when you show me those likes, shares, and subscribes. I really appreciate that so much. Thank you for tuning in. Let's get started. We'll be taking a look at your current situation, your near future. We'll get you some advice as to how you can best work with these energies coming up and influence your situation for the positive. And then we'll take a peek into the farther future as to the most likely outcome of this situation. What is going on for Taurus that we'll be talking about today? Two of Cups. Happy love, partnership, commitment, union. The decision to come together emotionally. What is the current blockage? What is the current challenge? What challenge is Taurus facing with this decision? I felt the energy just totally clam up. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. The blockage is heartbreak, healing from heartbreak. One or both of you may still be hurting from a past breakup, or at the very least, the expectations that you hold moving into a new relationship could be a little bit too heavily flavored by past hurts. This is the feeling of, like, please don't let that happen again. Please don't let me get hurt again. What is Taurus focusing on? Queen of Candles. You're focusing on putting forth your most passionate self. You're focusing on knowing who you are and projecting that into the world. You know, just being your divine, sexy self, being the full measure of, like, here I am, world. Aren't I awesome? I like it. I like it. So far, this is shaping up to be a very positive reading. Let's see how it continues. In your recent past, we have the Page of Potions, Page of Cups in this deck. Again, we're using Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck. A, because it's the perfect season to do so. B, because I love this artwork. Page of Potions is the seeker of love. They put themselves out there. They're willing to share their feelings. They're willing to inquire with others about how they feel. It's a very open-hearted energy. Let's take a look at the energy of the environment. We have the Queen of Presents in reverse. Okay. One or both of you may be having financial challenges right now. It's not showing up as a challenge to the relationship. However, it is flavoring the environment. So, like, what you're going through on a day-to-day basis could be like reinventing yourselves financially or professionally. Let's take a look at your near future, coming up in the next couple of weeks. What is the next stage of this situation for Taurus? We have the Seven of Candles, Seven of Wands. This energy projected out to the world. This is, okay, the Queen of Candles doesn't need to, she can sit on her throne and other people will just sense her greatness and come to her. The Seven of Candles, or Wands, is taking that energy amongst those who may not have sought you out and shining your light for the world to see. It's like believing in something or someone or yourself so much that you just need to shout it from the rooftops. What is the advice for my Taurus as Taurians? Ten of Swords. Interesting. 10 of Needles in this deck. So your advice is let it end, let it go. We'll see when the clarifiers come out. What is this thing? Because so far, I'm not seeing anything that just screams it needs to be let go of. Except for the pain. Guys, I think that's what it has to be, right? This really internal thing of, I've been hurt in the past, so that's imprinted upon me as something that I am very much touchy about moving forward. So much so that my instinct is always to assume that a behavior or a comment or a situation is provoking that within me. If that's resonating for you, your advice is to let it go. Let it stop having a hold on you mentally. And these cards are stuck together. Oh, wow. I spilled a little bit of water before, and these cards were being held together. I like that they came up in surprise. Let me just dry them off for you so I can present them. I love how that came out together, because typically I only take one card. If multiples flip over, I'll take the one that's on top. But in this instance, Spirit was like, guess what? You're taking both. You're taking both, Shannon. Not only is this a letting go advice, but it's a letting go to clear the way for really positive, focused, intentional forward movement. It's like, last step, let this go, let this concept, this paradigm, this belief system, because swords are the element of the thought, of the mind, of your beliefs. 10 is culminations and reflection on things that have ended. So it's saying there's something that's ended in your life. There's something that it's still a part of you. And that is what you need to release. Because what's there behind it, the potential that's there behind it, is zoom, zoom, move forward with your life. Okay. Next, we'll take a look at your surprise energy. Something's going to come in and influence this situation that you're not expecting. And we're going to take a peek so that you can see what it is. King of Swords in reverse. Okay. So someone is going to defer making a decision. A decision is going to fall in someone's lap as though they are the person who rightfully needs to make this decision. And whomever that is going to say, this isn't my decision to make. Interesting. Next, we will take a look at your hopes and fears. What is Taurus hoping for from this situation, and what are they afraid of? We have the Six of Needles in reverse, Six of Swords in reverse. You're still afraid that you're going to be going back into some choppy waters. I feel like this is tied with the still healing from a past heartbreak. I get it. Don't get me wrong. I fully have been there. Spirit wants to bring it to your awareness so that it doesn't preclude you from what's coming, so that you can recognize this predisposition within yourself as, okay, this is a lens through which I'm viewing the world, and it may not be reality. If you're feeling up for it, you could try to process that fear and release it. You're like, how do I do that? Well, my best advice would be establishing boundaries. That's kind of like your own personal set of rules for what you deserve and what you expect. Your policy. Establish a policy for yourself. That way, you stick to your own policy. You expect others to adhere to your policy. And it leaves a lot less in question, meaning a lot fewer unknowns to fear. Next, we will take a look at your potential outcome of this situation. If nothing changes and you remain on your current trajectory, what is the most likely outcome? Looks like the decision is going to fall back to you. We have the Two of Needles, which is the Two of Swords, the need to make a choice. I think the surprise is you're expecting someone else to make a choice, and they're going to say, I don't feel like that's my choice to make. I'm not the one responsible here. And I don't feel like they're wrong. I don't feel like they're trying to wiggle out or like not take responsibility for a decision. I feel like they are going to be accurate and truthful when they say, I don't feel like this is my decision to make. Regardless, the eventual end of this situation, the culmination of this current situation that we've been talking about, is the need to make a choice. Your need to make a choice. Next, we will find some clarification. We'll start off with the Two of Cups. Why is the Two of Cups here? Yeah, it may have been recent that one or both of you have left a kind of a rocky situation. Now, the instability could just be not relationship related, but just like job or home life. But in entering this decision to be a couple, you're both viewing this as like a safe harbor, like an opportunity for things to be calmer and more peaceful and more flowing, less turbulent, less rocky. That's the intention. That's both of your intentions. The blockage, this Three of Swords in reverse, the healing from a past heartbreak, we have the Hermit in reverse. This tells me that you may have, or they may have, not had a relationship since the one that broke their heart. And this is them finally connecting with someone else again, coming out of solitude. Clarifying the Queen of Candles, you're feeling powerful, or your focus is to feel that way if you don't. But I'm thinking that you do, because both of these cards are coming through in the upright. This is very well balanced with feminine and masculine energy. This both is, oh, that's what you're seeking. Okay. You're seeking balance between a powerful, alluring femininity and a solid, even-keeled, wise, powerful masculine. Both of these attributes could be within you, or this could describe the two sides of the relationship that you're focusing on right now. In your recent past, clarifying the Page of Cups, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So your attitude to be open-hearted and seek new love really turned the dial for you. It moved the clock forward to the next chapter of your life where love could be found. And it's looking like, you know, you're in a position of good fortune now with this new partner. In the environment of the energy of the environment is clarifying the Queen of Presents in reverse. We have the Magician. This is manifesting your own destiny, taking the reins and recognizing that you have the power to bring things from the realm of the potential and manifest them into the real world. Now, the Queen of Presents or Pentacles being in reverse could just say that finances are not the focus of this situation. However, I do feel like a professional reinvention, or a reinvention of the way that one or both of you make money, has to do with the two of you coming together. Like perhaps you've both started a new job together, or a new, like you're learning how to make something that you're going to sell, and you came together or met each other through this, like a class, learning how to do something. In your near future, clarifying the Seven of Candles, which is the Seven of Wands, we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. So, in order for you to really bring your greatness to the masses, that's going to entail revisiting things from your past in some way, things that potentially you thought would never be a part of your life again. Like, it could be something as small as, I never thought that marketing would be something that I'd go back to again. However, I'm finding being an entrepreneur, marketing is part of it. It's that sort of a feeling. In your advice, clarifying this combo with the Ten of Swords and the Chariot, we have the Hanged Man. This is something that's going to require you to put some attention into. This isn't something that's going to come easily. The Hanged Man says, pay attention, look at it up close, put other things on pause if you have to, and give this the time and attention that it needs because it's important. It's also saying that you may not be seeing the whole situation. You may need to take a closer look because you're not fully appreciating the situation. And remember, that advice was to recognize old paradigms that are no longer serving you so that you can release them and let them die out of your life. Because this impetus to move forward quickly in a new direction that's going to be very positive for you is here now. Like, the potential is here now. And that's why this advice is coming through. Let's take a look at the King of Needles in reverse. I like that we have the Empress coming out here, because we already had the Emperor on the board. Now we've got both. We've got a divine pair. King of Swords in reverse, deferring a decision back to you. I think it's going to be because deep down, he trusts your judgment a little better than he trusts his own. Now, it may be non-gender specific, so I'm relating just with this story, the gender of the cards. But whomever this is that you're expecting to make a decision, they're going to say, that's not my decision to make. And it feels like the reason being that they just really deeply are enamored with and respect you and your ability to make this decision very deeply and profoundly. So maybe, like, don't take it the wrong way when they say, it's not because they don't want to make the decision or because, like, they're not being lazy about it, is what I'm getting at. They're not just saying, oh, I don't know, I don't care. They care. It's just they've thought about it, and in their personal wisdom, they've decided that they are not the one to make the decision. Because you are much more well-suited. This is your domain. Clarifying the Five of Swords in reverse is the Five of Swords in reverse. This is just Spirit's way of saying the original interpretation was exactly what they wanted to come through and no further clarification is needed. So we will move on. Oh, pardon me. They are correcting me. Sorry. Six of Swords, Five of Swords. No. Okay. Not the same card. Okay. You are not wanting to move back into a difficult situation. And the Five of Swords, what that brings to this hope and fear understanding is avoiding conflict because of the mental destabilization that comes along with it. It's like you've finally come out the other side of that mentally, but having been through what you went through, part of your concern, the reason why you don't want to revisit that sort of a turbulent relationship again, is that you for sure do not want to experience that mental chaos that was the result of that, the fallout. So again, setting those boundaries, making your policy, like drawing a line in the sand for yourself and for others, can really help alleviate those sorts of fears. Excuse me. Okay. Clarifying this choice at the final outcome, there's a decision that's going to need to be made, and flavoring that decision or informing that decision is going to be an element of bringing back something or someone who had been ousted. Someone or something had been put to the side or rejected or eliminated from a situation. And one of the two options, let's get another card, because that's I feel like that's one of the two options on the table here, would be, it could be returning to anything. It could be like returning to an old job. It could be returning to a religion. It could be improving your financial situation, like accepting a loan, or no. Let's get the other, what's the other side of this? What's the other option? The other option is the Four of Cups. So this decision is going to be either sit tight, refuse this emotional request, this opportunity that's going to be coming in, handed to you by the universe. On the one hand, you could say, no thank you. That's not the cup that I want to take. I'll wait for the next one. On the other hand, you could invite someone back in from out of the cold and reunite in some way. All right. Now we'll get you some oracle cards. First, we'll pull from the Affirmators deck and get you an affirmation. What is the affirmation for our Taurians regarding this reading? It says, no need to do. I am exactly where I need to be, exactly when I need to be. There's nothing more I need to do. I mean, yes, there will always be laundry and taxes, but in terms of my life's path, I don't need to do anything because I'm already here. I take a deep breath, relax, and trust, and then do the laundry. Next up, we will pull you a card from the Power of Surrender Oracle deck. This is going to be a suggestion on what you can release in order to better work with the energies available to you. What can Taurus surrender or release in order to best face this situation? Surrender unhealthy relationships. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. Yes, you do. Next up, we'll get you a card from the Fear Nothing Oracle deck. What message do we have for Taurus October 31st through November 14th. Find a little divinity in yourself. And last but not least, we're going to pull you a Making Magic deck. Achievement, win the award, accolade, or contract. Okay, you guys. I hope you have a great beginning of November. Happy Halloween. And I will see you again coming up toward the next new moon, which again is going to be happening on November 14th. All right. Take care, guys.